Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, this is huge news for me, and it should be for you. In that welterweight division, Keith one-time Thurman, WBA, WBC, almost unified champion, has called out Manny Pacquiao for a unification bout. Perfect. Pacquiao got the WBO strap. We were talking the other day about Freddie Roach saying he would like that fight. He said if Keith Thurman sent him a contract, he'd sign it today. Right? So Keith Thurman says, well, what's up? Let's do this. Manny Pacquiao is looking for an opponent right now. That Amir Khan thing for late April fell through. We've been talking about it. He's trying to fight Jeff Horn now, a guy from Australia, sometime in the summer. Right? But at the end of the day, a unification in the summer with Keith Thurman will be a great thing for the welterweight division, right? Because then you would have a unified champ towards the end of the year. Now, he's called your bluff. Let's see what happens from Pacquiao's side now, because at the end of the day, both of these guys are free to fight in the next 2 or 3 months, right? So it should happen. There shouldn't be anything in the way. Freddie Roach was saying his part. Now Keith Thurman has answered, right? I think it's open for both of these guys, right? So let's see if that happens. Now, if they don't, Pacquiao does not want to take this fight for some reason, because it was offered to him a while back, right? If you listen to the grapevine, it's been offered a while back. They didn't want to take it. If not, then that means that the WBO strap will be held hostage and they're not inviting themselves to this unification party we were talking about. If that's the case, then we'll just have to say the WBO belt is just so what belt. So what? Just whatever. Then you guys don't do that because the winner, Keith Thurman, is going over here to see if he can get with the winner of Kell Brook and Errol Spence, right? So they can try to unify. It would be nice if Pacquiao does this because then, bam, we got something at the end of the year. But if not, then everyone knows it, and then it's open to open, and the WBO belt is just whatever, basically, at that point. But let's see how this goes moving forward. It will be nice. I think it would be, when I heard that, I was like, wow, that's what I'm talking about, right? So let's just see what happens. You don't never know what Manny Pacquiao's mindset will be towards the end of his career, you know, because, you know, he's getting away with fighting anybody right now. And it just reminds me of Floyd Mayweather's last fight, his very last fight against Andre Berto, a 2-time world champion. There was outrage. People wanted to boycott Floyd Mayweather's fight with Andre Berto. His last fight. Old man, basically. Getting out of there. Fighting a 2-time world champion. They thought it wasn't worthy. Andre Berto was not worthy being a 2-time world champion. Well, a few questions. One is, what do you think about Andre Berto versus Jeff Horn? Chris Algieri? Brandon Rios? Right? So that's what I'm just saying. And there's no outrage when Pacquiao fights guys of this caliber or less. So just be fair out there, right? His last fight, I was like, why would people be outraged with his last fight? That would be an opportunity to thank the man for the fights he's given you. Is he for him or against him? Even if you was against him. Man, Floyd, good. Bye-bye, homie. Thanks for giving me them 10 years of hate. Right? But it didn't happen like that. Outrage was there. So let's just ask ourselves, and I've done it before in videos, but while I'm going to do it again, just in case you didn't see it. Who would we be outraged if they would fight Andre Berto in the welterweight division? He was about to fight Danny Garcia, WBC champion until recently, right? Undefeated. We were happy with that. Oh, that's going to be a pretty good fight. Garcia versus Berto. Whoa! You know, right? Now, if you're talking about the welterweight division, can you talk about the welterweight division without talking Shawn Porter? Right? Great fight against Kell Brook, which many people thought he won. Kell Brook held. Great fight against Keith Thurman. Right? Some people thought he might have won that. I didn't. You know, he lost a close fight. Great fight. We know Shawn Porter brings it. Right? He's about to fight Berto. And we're anticipating that fight. Good fight. These guys are young and in their prime. All of them. Right? They are allowed to fight Andre Berto because Andre Berto's dangerous. Victor Ortiz, was we outraged about him fighting Andre Berto? No. Right? All these young guys, you know, can fight Andre Berto because Andre Berto is dangerous. So if you really were outraged that Floyd Mayweather was fighting Andre Berto in his very last fight, then what you're doing there is admitting how great that guy is. That's the point here. I'm just going to make that as a side note because we're talking Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. And Pacquiao was the fighter of the decade and all those things that got dominated by Floyd. And Floyd, after that, takes his last fight against Andre Berto, who was still active and handling his business and is a very dangerous guy, and we all know it. So if we're going to be outraged that Floyd fighting Andre Berto, then either we're going to have to give Floyd some props or something. You know where I'm going with this. He's going to have to get props. You can't say that he wasn't great, very great, one of the greatest ever, if we're going to be outraged that he fights Andre Berto. But all these young cats right now, Andre Berto's right in the mix. We don't know who's going to win that fight against Berto and Sean Porter. And back to my point again, Pacquiao's last 3 or 4 opponents were really not better than Andre Berto. Maybe Timothy Bradley. That's the one. Other than that, not really. So, back to the point. Keith Thurman calls out Manny Pacquiao. Let's see what the reaction is. This is great for the welterweight division. I'm anticipating a reaction from Pacquiao's camp. Let's see what's up. Thurman Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm up out of here.